Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this news episode is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, just get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge at checkout, and you actually get $20 off your tickets. And this is for first-time orders only. So if you made an order before through SeatGeek, just make a new account. You can still use my code and get $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world just by using the code Hodge at checkout on SeatGeek. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and jump into this episode with the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is about Big E. So Big E has finally gave an update about his injury. A lot of Big E fans have been waiting to see if he's ever going to be able to wrestle again, ever going to be able to be back in the ring again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Big E, exactly a little over 2 years ago, actually broke his freaking neck. He broke his neck. He went to specialists and got everything done. He got fusions done and stuff like that. Anything. And basically Big E gave an update on this and said he had his 2-year checkup. And it's healed, but the bone hasn't regrown or anything like that. So he's not medically cleared, and he does not know if he'll ever be medically cleared ever again to wrestle. However, he is in absolute no pain. He says there's no pain, and he's still able to have a very good life. So he's very happy and very lucky, especially very lucky. Because if you know how serious and scary neck breaks can be, Big E got very lucky. Even if he just had to give up his wrestling career, but still able to be comfortable and live a healthy, happy life, then it's all good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Go ahead and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day is going to be about Seth Rollins / I guess Becky Lynch as well. So Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, they're taking a hiatus, which means they're taking a break from the WWE after WrestleMania. So Rollins dropped the title. He was a champion for a while, so of course he's going to get a little break, as well as Roman's taking a hiatus. I feel like everyone does a post-WrestleMania hiatus now. So basically, they're not going to be wrestling for a little while. I don't know specifically everyone's break. There was rumors about Roman Reigns' break, that his break is going to be for a while. We might not see Roman Reigns actually wrestle again until the next Saudi Arabia show or SummerSlam, whichever. And as for Seth Rollins' hiatus is reportedly going to be about 1 month. We don't know Becky's, but considering Becky and Rollins are married, I would say it's going to be around the same. So it's about a month they're going to be gone, which is not very long. But Roman's is going to be very, very long. Roman we're not going to see for a while. Rightfully so. He was champion for almost 4 years or something like that. The guy definitely deserves a break, and he's going to take that break, and he'll be back probably for Saudi. I don't know. If not, it'll be at SummerSlam. All right, the next rumor is about WWE contracts. So a lot of contracts are coming up right now because apparently the person who did all the negotiations before, which they've since fired, did them this way, and I don't know if that was the reason he got fired. I don't know. I didn't look too much into this whoever this was, this contract dude. But basically, there's a lot of wrestlers' contracts coming up, literally in the next few months. Here to name a few, we have Natalya's coming up, we have Drew McIntyre's coming up, we got Seth Rollins coming up, Becky Lynch is coming up, and Finn Balor's coming up. So that's a lot of big names. Most of them are going to resign. Drew's been a lot in the news about that, but of course he has this new kind of heel run going on. That's new kind of, I don't want to say new gimmick, but just new attitude about the guy. So he's definitely going to be getting re-signed. He'll probably get a lot more money. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, they're probably both going to re-sign. Of course, they're married, like I already said, so they're going to re-sign together if they sign. Finn will definitely re-sign. Natalya, I would imagine would re-sign, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, she's been in the WWE for so long. I think she just automatically re-signs. It just depends on how much longer she wants her wrestling career to go. I guess how long the contract's going to be, because she's been there for a while. Natalya is a staple of the women's division. So, yeah, all these people are probably going to re-sign, but a lot of contracts are coming up in the next few months. More of people I didn't even mention, but these are the giant names, people that their contracts are literally coming up in a few months. They have the option to re-sign and stay with the WWE, or leave the WWE. I believe most people are going to be re-signing, if not all. So, yeah, not really much there, but all the contracts are coming up at once, literally in a few months. All right, the next rumor is about okay, everyone likes to talk about this. I've seen this all over social media. It's about WrestleMania 40, okay? It's about the main event of WrestleMania 40, when we had all the interferences in the match. You had John Cena come out there, you had The Rock come out there, you had Undertaker come out there, appear in the ring, interfere with Rock and Undertaker going at it. So basically, it was why is the Undertaker, you can see Rock and Cena, that's always been a thing. Undertaker, I feel that spot was meant for someone else, and everyone pretty much felt like that Undertaker's spot was meant for someone else. And by that someone else, I'm talking none other than the Rattlesnake himself. I'm talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Stone Cold Steve Austin was not in that spot. And apparently he actually was supposed to be. That's what this rumor is saying, that Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania 40. He was supposed to be interfering there. It was supposed to be we had Rock and Cena going at it, and the next thing you know, you go back a few decades and you got Rock and Austin going at it. It would have been freaking amazing. That was the plan. Stone Cold was willing to do it. However, they could not come to an agreement financially. Which means whoever the powers that be were for WWE paying people, they didn't want to pay Stone Cold enough to do it. Stone Cold said, this is a giant moment. I want to be paid good for this giant WrestleMania moment because like I know you're paying The Rock millions of dollars. I know you're paying John Cena millions of dollars. I want the same that they're getting. And maybe they didn't want to do that. I don't know. But basically, the financial agreement could not be come to, so the Undertaker did it for whatever they were willing to pay Austin that he said no to. So that's why Undertaker was in that spot instead of Stone Cold Steve Austin. But come on, what kind of a wonderful moment. That would have made, like, so, I don't know, that's just like such a wonderful moment. Just gives me like goosebumps thinking about, you could have Rock and Cena going at it. Next thing you know, got Rock and Austin going at it. That could have happened if WWE just didn't want to cheap out on him. Come on, pay Stone Cold what he's worth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually the final news story. The final rumor, the final thing we talk about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. This is about the main event of next year's WrestleMania. Why? We're talking about WrestleMania 41 here. So WrestleMania 41, what's the main event going to be? Everyone up to like this point would say, oh, the main event of WrestleMania 41 is going to be the match we've been waiting for, the match they were building, the match we were supposed to give it at WrestleMania 40, which of course they switched plans, rightfully so, it ended up being better. But WrestleMania 40 main event originally was supposed to be, of course, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. So of course, that didn't happen this year, so it's happening next year, right? Well, maybe not. This rumor is saying The Rock, of course, he's on the board of directors for the WWE. He's making a lot of decisions, put a lot of input in there. The Rock's open to a lot of different ideas. One of them is actually The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Next year's WrestleMania, this is actually his #1 preferred plan, is The Rock is taking on Cody Rhodes next year. So this is going to be an ongoing feud, which leaves open the question, when in the heck are we getting that dream match of The Rock versus Roman Reigns? When are we getting that if not WrestleMania 41? Are we pushing it off for WrestleMania 42? Are we kind of pushing our luck there, considering The Rock? I mean, I don't want to say he's like older or anything, but this is a very serious like sport to do this, right? To get in the ring and do it. And The Rock's like in his 50s. Like, do we want to push things off until the year 2026? Because it seems kind of scary to push things up. I would do it while we know we still can and still have a wonderful and amazing match. But I know The Rock is in obviously phenomenal shape. He looked better in this year's WrestleMania than he did in freaking 10 years ago when he was wrestling John Cena. The Rock looks freaking amazing right now. But I just want to be able to do the Rock Roman thing while we still can. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, The Rock's thoughts is he really wants to do Rock and Cody at WrestleMania 41. My thoughts, I think you can do Rock and Cody at SummerSlam and do Roman Rock at WrestleMania 41. That's my personal thought. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below, and let me throw your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But thank you guys for watching this video. That's going to do it for this episode. I am your one and only undisputed king of Vlogstuff, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.